The 1987 Bertoni Corsa Mondiale, ladies and gentlemen. A fine piece of machinery right here. One of the best bikes that I have in my stable. Yeah. We'll spotlight this bike in a little bit if I don't forget, like I have been forgetting. All right. Saturday, July 19th, ladies and gentlemen. And home base today, second time actually. This is Gertruda, this street right here. Official car of the South Bay Bike Rider is parked right there. And the street behind me, where the traffic light is, that's Catalina. And so I think this is gonna, from this point on, starting well, last week, it all went well. It was the first time that I parked here in this area, over here at the Public Works Department, City of Redondo Beach, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. So this will be the officially now, the official home base for the South Bay Bike Rider. Yeah. Oh yeah. And it's nice and quiet, as you can see. Not a lot of cars, not a lot of activity. It's nice and quiet, the way I like it, so I can get ready in peace and with some tranquility and peace of mind. And not a lot of distractions with vehicles going back and forth, people walking. Yeah, you get a little bit of that here, but it's not as bad as where I park at West High, or even at the Captain Kidd parking lot, or the Ruby's parking lot, which is the California Surf Club, as you guys know. You guys should know, because you guys out there are smart. Oh yeah. Well, today's adventure is we're going to revisit the BMX track that once was over, it's not far from here, it's in Redondo Beach. I've documented it before, but I found a new cool piece of information that I want to share with you guys. So I'm going to go revisit that location, man. And it's one of the best locations that I've ever documented, because I was able to specifically match up the houses in the background and then the Vons in the background, the Vons sign. And we're going back, ladies and gentlemen. We are going back to Dominguez track. Well, that's what they called it. It's not an official name, but I found courtesy of this person. I guess this person works at the school, the elementary school that's around that's right next door to the actual Dominguez Park, or I think it's called Dominguez Park. Yeah, it is Dominguez Park. And so, make the long story short, she found a couple of documents regarding the BMX track, and she sent it over to my post that I've submitted to and the Facebook page, South Bay. And when I saw what she sent over, it blew my mind, and it's gonna blow your minds. So it's this is a piece of BMX history, and I can't wait to share it. So today's ride is very short. I'm gonna say it's about 5 miles or so, but we'll try to improvise and maybe do something a little bit longer. We'll see. We'll see what how things unfold. So with that said, and I'm even gonna do a little bit of climbing. So it's not a big climb, but it's still a climb. So with that said, stay tuned. That tired me out, man. Gee, I wasn't used to that. I mean, I wasn't expecting that. I talk a good game like, oh yeah, it's nothing. But let me tell you something. It's not nothing, boy. That is something, dude. Oh my God. I'm trying to explore the new streets, new routes, but man, I gotta lay low for a second, man. Whew, damn. Whew. Oh my God, dude. That'll wipe you out. What are you looking at, man? I hate it when people look at me, dude. I hate that, man. I really hate that. Stay tuned. All right, you guys. You know, at one point, I thought Dominguez Park was the BMX track that I was looking for, but I was wrong. When the first time that I came around here, so Dominguez Park was not the location of the Dominguez track that we're about to revisit in a few minutes. Dominguez track is actually across from Dominguez Park, and it's right over there. Right here, straight ahead. And this was a very fun location to go to, because the houses on the left, according to the picture, they line up perfectly. They may have changed just a little bit, but for the most part stayed the same. And right over here, the power line station there, that's where that picture was at, which we're gonna get a better angle, and very few moments away from now. Oh yeah. So this is the corner of Harkness and a gate. All right, we're gonna park the bike right over here, where this little makeshift entrance is. Woo! All right. Let me put it right over here. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Whew. Right. Boy, that little climb, man. This. Ugh. Well, anyways, right over here, ladies and gentlemen, this is revisiting the once was Dominguez track here in Redondo Beach. And I'll show you the picture that I found on the internet that shows The kids grouped up over here by the power line. And in the background, you can see the houses. They match up perfectly. And also way in the background, you can't see it from where I'm standing, but the old Vons, the Vons supermarket is right there where my finger's pointing. And you can see that old sign, the original Vons Market sign. So here's the, I wanted to share with you, awesome piece of BMX history that blew my mind. Now I'm about to blow yours, baby. Oh yeah, oh yeah. So in one of the posts from the South Bay Facebook page, I posted a picture of my discovery at that time, the Dominguez track. So anyways, recently a person submitted on my post a piece of, it's one page, but it's two-sided. It's two-sided because they took a front and a back. And anyways, on one side is a letter basically saying, I'm gonna post these pictures up, don't worry, so you can see for yourselves, and it's pretty darn cool. It's basically saying, you know what, we're making this area right here into a BMX track, and we're inviting the kids, the families to come out and help out what you can, and so on and so forth. And then on the back of the letter, it has a map, and the map is basically showing like the perimeter of how the track is going to look. And in that drawing, it's kind of it's a decent drawing, amateurish, but it's very straightforward. And don't worry, I will show that as well. And it shows the power line, drawing a tiny little square representing the power line. And then it has the name of the street, Harkness, a gate, Flagler on the other side. And this is 190th right here, which is also called Anita. So it's showing the perimeter. And that's so cool, man, because it's dated. Can't remember offhand, but it's dated on the paper. I think it's November of 1973, ladies and gentlemen. 1973. And I just thought that was pretty cool, because now I know when this track was actually in use, when it started. So by the start of 1974, this track was booming, man, with kids racing BMX. And that particular piece of paper that I have is a part of BMX history, ladies and gentlemen. That is BMX history. There's no other way to explain it. It blew my mind when it was presented to me, and now I'm presenting it to you. And I hope that you find so much excitement in it as much as I have right now, because it's BMX history, for crying out loud. And this was the spot right here, which I'm revisiting again. And not that I don't mind, because this is BMX history. I grew up on BMX. I didn't have like the most expensive BMX bike at the time. I had like a Huffy, and then I acquired another kind of bike. I can't even remember what it was, but I grew up on it, man. So I'm very passionate about this discovery, and the discovery that I'm about to show you later on in this episode. And I hope that it blows your minds, people. Blows your minds. Yeah, because my mind is blown to bits and pieces. Oh yeah, oh yeah. So I'm also going to post the link to my previous episode of when I came out here to document the Dominguez track, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, hey, Dominguez track, ladies and gentlemen. I once was BMX history. It started, one of the tracks was right here, and it started in its infancy. Can you believe it? It blows your minds. Blew my mind to bits and pieces. I can't express that enough. you know. And so now they see me with a camera and they have to like stare, like, what's he doing? What's he filming? Go play with your cell phone, man. All right, so with that said, stay tuned and let's see what else we can find. Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Sorry, I was a little distracted there. Okay. I'm back on Catalina, ladies and gentlemen. Is it Catalina Boulevard or Catalina Avenue, ladies and gentlemen? Yeah. And we're heading back to home base. And well, I knew it was going to be a short ride, but that's okay. I did a lot of cardio today with the climbs, so kudos for me. So, make the long story short, with that said, this pretty much concludes it, ladies and gentlemen. This episode is brought to you by my sponsor, Bikerama. Whatever your bike may need, Bikerama will get you back up to speed. I will post their address somewhere on top of the screen. Go say hi to Jack and Francisco and the rest of the guys over at Bikerama. I've gotten my work done with them several times in the past, and I wouldn't be sponsored by them if it wasn't true. Yeah, buddy. I want to pull over here. Let me pull over here. I also want to plug in Felix's bike shop, ladies and gentlemen. And although I am not sponsored by them, I've gotten quite a few thick slick tires by WTB, and you can get them definitely at Felix's bike shop, and I will post their address somewhere up here as well. So I've known them for many years. So what else? All right, man, it's a scorcher out there today. Man, out of breath, out of shape. I mean, you name it, I'm out of something. And whew, man. So I hope you enjoyed today's episode, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoy the comedy of errors. What else? There's comedy of errors, and there's something else I just can't remember right now. But all in all, I always try to put in a lot of good vibrations out there for you guys. And well, with that said, to make the long story short, stay tuned for another episode of the South Bay Bike Rider Psychedelic baby. Yeah.